Hello everyone, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, we'll wait for another 2 minutes and then we will start. Okay, let's get started. So, how are you all?
Fine, Vikrant.
Yep. I think you guys have started practicing that matplotlib and that visualization as well. I've already shared that notebook, maybe. And I have shared one pandas exercise notebook, I guess. Did you all find that? On the Telegram channel, I shared a pandas exercises notebook. So there nearly have a 3-4 exercise. So did you guys try to solve those problems? Yes or no, or still you are working on that?
No, because we did not. Probably we'll do it tomorrow or so, something.
No problem, no problem. You can take your time. Okay, you guys can try it for today. Maybe today it's a short call actually. So we are end up with that visualization as well. So nearly we are left with two charts. Okay, only two charts. So that I'm going to complete it by today. And maybe tomorrow, like today, if you guys get some time, so just try that. Tomorrow, we are going to discuss about those solutions. Okay, probably from the next week, you guys are joining to our statistics and machine learning sessions. Okay, yes, for pandas. So
So
in the
we
next,
back to Srikanth.
yep, Shrikant will take in. taken that statistics and machine learning. So he will be taken care of that. So from the next 2 days, it's exercise sessions. Like whoever are interested on the exercise session, you can just join that calls tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about those pandas exercise, and day after tomorrow we are going to deal with a visualization, some of the visualization exercises. Okay. Okay, then so let's get started with that remaining things. Okay, so for that I'll just share my screen. So can you guys can see my screen? Yes or no?
So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So far you guys have learned how we can print, how we can plot a line chart, bar chart, grouped bar chart, and histogram chart, right? Today you guys are going to learn about some pie chart. What do you mean by pie chart? How it looks? Basically, this pie chart is in a circular format, circular shape, right? Pie chart is in a circular statistical plots that can deploy only one series of data. The area of the chart is the total percentage of given data. The area of slices of the pies represent the percentage of the part of the data. The slices of pies are called wedges. Okay. So pie chart is basically used for one series. Okay, that one series is not depending upon any right. Would have the x-axis and y-axis. The one of the plot without having the y-axis and the x-axis, that is a pie chart. So in the pie chart, you can just plot what I can say amount of a percentage of those particular values, amount of those particular values that you can easily identify in the pie chart. Okay, so that each slices will denote that what is the percentage of your values. Okay, so basically, so let us go with our example. Again, I'll just take that draw. Okay, so here you can see sorry, here we have a table like here we have two columns of table. One is so now here we have two columns. In this another one is what I can give the name, the sales. Sorry for this handwriting because I don't have any other options. Sales in India. Let's say sales in India. So we are just analyzing in India on which brands of car is going on more sales. Okay, so we have let's say a BMW, and Audi, so and a Benz and a Tata and Maruti Suzuki. Let's take these brands in India. So in India, like compared to our Indian populations, 12% of the people owns this BMW car. Like out of 100, I can say that out of 100. So overall in India, so how many people is there? Like comparing to those numbers, we have this 12% of here and nearly Audi car. So nearly 20%. 20% of the people own the Audi car, and Benz nearly 25% of the people owns that. And Tata, you can say 30% of the people owns that. And Maruti Suzuki, you can say rest of the thing. What will be rest of the one? 30 plus 20 is 50, 75, 85, 87. What is the remaining one?
13.
30. Okay, 13% of the people owns this Maruti Suzuki. So, okay, this is the data. I want to print this in a pictorial way. Okay, so that is what the pie chart. Pie chart basically how it looks. Pie chart basically in the circular shape, doesn't have any x-axis and y-axis. I want to print the sales values. Only this series. This is just a labels. Okay, this is just this is BMW, Audi. These are the labels you can consider. This is the series I wanted to plot. Nearly how many slices we need? 3 plus 2. Okay, see, okay, 5 slices. So let's do that. 1, that's 2. Now it is 4. Now I can say, oh, come on. Okay, 5 slices we have. So it's just an example. Okay, this size of this slices will varies depends upon this amount of the sales. Okay, so let's say okay, what I can say, a BMW is 12, right? It is the smaller one. You can say this is like I'll just do. Okay, this is 12. This is complete circumference is like this complete space is 100%. Out of that 100%, we need to divide the slices. We need to break the slices into slices that shows the amount of the sales for each and for respective models. Okay, so now another one is Maruti Suzuki is 13, and this 30 is the highest one, right? Looks like this is the big one, 30, and this is 20. This looks like more than that. This is how it looks. Okay, so let's say you can also add the labels. So like how we can add this as the label, you can add like this is BMW, right? This is BMW, and this is Maruti Suzuki, and this is Tata. This is Tata, and this 25 is Benz. And this Audi is 20. Okay, this is how you can label it. Instead of seeing this chart, instead of seeing this table in a pictorial way, how we can print our what I can say, this total sales in a pie chart. So this looks good, right? So with the slices and pieces, you can just represent your sales among across the India. Which model will do the best performing vehicle in India. So many people like in this chart, we can easily conclude that so many people will go with the Tata. Then means Tata is doing some magic. What is that magic? So we can adapt. So by seeing this, the business owners can. And this is what it is. So how we can print the same in Python? How we can print it? What are the methods we have? What are the attractive things which we could do? That all we can do that. Okay. So let me go back to my pie chart. So I'll just add created the same data. Okay, Audi, BMW, Ford, Tesla, Jaguar, and Mercedes. So these are the brand names. This is the data. Audi is 23, BMW is 17, Ford is 35, and Tesla is 29, Jaguar is 12, and Mercedes 41. It is more than, if I conclude with a total number, it's more than 100. Okay, don't worry about that. Because these values could be a percentage or in the different units. Okay, it's just an example I given earlier. So this is the data I wanted to print this data. Let's say this is a series. Okay, if I converted this to into a data frame, the table looks like as it is. So this like it looks like this only. So instead of doing that converting into a pandas and all, for simplicity, I am just passing this cars and data as it is. Okay. So how we can do that? So again, if you want to fix the figure size, you can fix it. Then the next chart is, instead of going within a plt.plot, plt.bar, plt.ist, so I can just go within a plt.py. We have a py for the pie chart. We have a py method. So instead of inside of the pie, you guys can get always a multiple examples: x, explode, labels, colors, and auto percentage. Okay, shadow if you need a shadow, radius, because and the center, because this is a circular picture, circular graph, right? So for that we have all these things. So as a basic example, I'm just going with a data. What is the data? This is the data and label. What should be the labels? So these are the labels I'm just analyzing. Based on these labels also, I wanted to print the percentage of sales I need, right? So I'll just executing this line of code. See how it looks. So yeah, by seeing this chart, we can easily say that a Ford or Mercedes. Mercedes is doing a best performance in India for the sales. Next comes to Ford, next Tesla, next Audi, next BMW, then Jaguar. So there might be a different reason for these sales values. Okay, this is how we can print the pie chart. It doesn't have any x-axis and y-axis. This is the circular chart. Okay, so for your understanding, I also created a very good what you can say, a pie chart, very attractive pie chart. You guys can see how it looks. I'll just reduce the size of the screen. You can see full completely. You can see I printed the legends also. So if in the cars, you can see that which color shows which one, and percentage also I just represented whatever the dollars and everything I converted. And I created a shadow as well. I created a bits and pieces of this pie chart. A pie chart. So that's what it is. Visualization is nothing but it's come to my perspective or your perspective. It's come to like who is owner, who that person should imagine how it should be. So that's why I'm just telling every day, just go with some attractive plot. Like if you guys have learned a line chart and bar chart today, so you can just explore what are the experiments which you could do with that plots. If you are very interested, if you are very if you have very good interest on the visualization part, okay, you can just go with that. So how I did it basically, so I can see this is the code. Let's say this is the okay, explode. Okay, explode method. So and these are the colors which I have provided for each of the slices. Why? Because so like how many colors I have provided? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because we have 6 cars, 6 models we have. So that's why for each slices I provided a colors very firstly.
Sir, small doubt. In the first example, you didn't provide any colors, but it has taken automatically.
Yeah, by default it is going to provide some random colors.
Okay.
Okay. So like think about if Python is not provided a different color, not assigned a different color, by default it is going to assign within a one color. How it looks? This complete circle will show it in a one color, right? Does that make sense? So that's why Python is always intelligent.
Okay.
So wherever it is possible to provide some user a flexibility, there it is going to provide. Wherever it is not required, it is not going to provide. So in the bar chart, it is not required. So that's why it is by default it is going within a one color only. But in the pie chart, it is needed within a different color. So that's why it is going within a different colors by default.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So here I just created a okay the colors and all. So create. Sorry, I lost the connection in between. Can you guys can hear my voice now? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'll just resharing my screen. Okay. So that's what it is. It's just returning in a percentage values. Whether you can go with another approach as well by providing those things. So here, creating in a plot. So I'm just creating the plot figure and axis plt dot subplot. So here I'm just selecting in a layout. So instead of going with a plt dot figure, I'm just creating in a subplots. So there also I'm providing in a figure size. So if you are calling within a subplots, what happened? It will also returning in a some multiple axes. So on which axis you are going to provide. So that axis I have selected. Okay, figure comma select axis. So I'm next coming onwards. I'm just playing around with an axis only. Okay. So let's say axis dot pi. Okay, instead of going with an plt dot pi, I'm just going with an axis dot pi. So there I'm providing in a data as the auto percentage, I'm just providing in a lambda function for that. So percentage values. So PCT. So I'm just calling this function as it is percentage comma data. So based on these values, okay, these values I'm providing where it is. These values as the data I'm providing that you can just execute this function by your own PCT comma this values. Okay, auto percentage. It is going to take that convert into as a percentage and assign it in there. A pie chart. Then explode values on which ratio you need to divide these slices. That you need to decide it. So there I have provided it here over here. Okay, exploding. So labels, anyhow you can provide the cars. If you are provided a shadow is equal to true, what happened? For each and every slices, it is created a shadows. Okay, and then colors. I just created a colors list. That colors I have provided. So and angle, everything you can just adjust it. And the text property. So the text color is a magenta. So you can see whatever the text is coming, that is a magenta. That is what our text properties. You need to provide it in a dictionary way. Okay, you can create your own dictionary and provide it color as a key, magenta as a color, or you can just convert it that into a dictionary as it is by using dict function. Then now another way, another thing which we are created is that is legend. This is the legend, right? So how we can customize it? What is the background color and all these things? You can see ax.legend instead of only calling the legend as a function. What we are provided? We are just provided as a wedges and cars. So these are the cars. Okay. So what should be there as a legend? So that is the cars. This one, car list. Okay. Title I provided as a cars. So legend title is cars. And LOC it means where you need to lock that legend. Whether you need to lock this in a top left, okay, top right or top left or bottom right or bottom left or center, where you need to lock it. So it is a center left. So it is in the center and it is in the left side. Okay, for the chart it is a left center left chart and the box size. This box size also you can define it. So in this way you can always customize your legend and add it. So customization of the legend is also done. Now it's time to plot. It's time to like what I can say, the customize the text, right? So pat dot set p. So there you have an auto text, size is 8 and weight is bold. Okay. Then ax dot like in PLT we have a PLT dot title. When you are calling this subplots, okay, then it is an ax dot set title or set x label, set y label. So it will start in that way. So its a title is customized pie chart. So everything is done. Right now it's time to plot it. See, this is the code to do that. So in this way, you also think in a different perspective. You can also print another good diagram or good plot of any of the things, whether it could be a bar chart or whatever. Each and every plots have their own specification. So that you need to understand. If you want to really understand that, so practice is the only solution to find it. Okay, you guys need to take your time and analyze it and visualize it and print that whatever your imagination in the board. That's it about the visualization. So far, so clear?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So then another type of chart. Okay, so this is a last chart which I'm going to show. Maybe in the data science, these are the only chart which might help in future. So another one is correlation map. I've already shown how that correlation work. What do you mean by correlation and all in our previous classes? Just I'm bringing the same data to analyze the correlation plot. So df.core is the data frame functionality data frame method which we have to print the correlation table. Okay. Then if you want to design, if you want to style the background, everything, there also you can do that. Just a second. There also you can do that. It means so data frame also providing in a style and background gradient and CMap is blue. So you can see how it looks compared to above one and below one. The background is different, right? So the style which I changed here. So in CMap is it looks like a blue color. I provide it as in a blue color. So based on that, it is changing the saturation, color of the saturation, and it is providing that, right? This is how it looks. But if I want to print this if I want to print this DF correlation with using in a matplotlib or Cburn, how we can do that? So for that only, I created a correlation data frame here. So the same thing which I'm doing here. Let's say we have a data frame. What are the methods with which method we have to plot it? So in SNS we have heat map. So in the Cburn, you guys can see Cburn is in a, for some of the plot I told it, right? Cburn is in a very good. But if it comes to a grouped bar chart or heat map, for this thing Cburn is good. So that's why I'm just using an Cburn, that is a SNS. So heat map. See, the method name is heat map. So as the data, you need to provide correlation. So you should not provide a data as it is. You need to find the correlation table. That is, you can use core method. That data you have to pass. Okay. Now here annotate is equals to true. It means this values is going to annotate. So like whatever the correlation values, that values is annotated on the table, and CMap is, so this is actually what I can say, this color mapping, this color sheet. That is what it is, CMap, how it is going to do. So you can search it on the online. We have a different color palettes. So if you are not like this this design, you can redesign it. Always you can redesign it. So I will just reduce the size 6. Sorry, not 6, 8. 8. Yeah. So now you can see these are the colors. These are the columns in the left hand and the right side. So based on these colors, you can easily identify that, on which in this complete data frame, which looks very near to this black color. So we can easily identify that, yeah, that is the correlation. So here you can easily identify, right? So instead of checking the values and all, then next target is blue. Wherever we have blue color, so that also have some correlation. So in this way, we can easily visualize it. So the heat map is the only method which you could use to plot the heat maps. Okay, so I have already shared this correlation notebook as well. Any questions? Okay, so now let me summarize on a visualization things. So in this session, you people learn how to visualize the data by line chart, using plt.plot function, bar chart using plt.bar function, histogram chart using using hist function, and heat map with plt.heatmap function, and pie chart with ax.py or plt.py also you could use it. Okay. Also in the example use cases that uh, so next the exercises for this visualization chart is to, you guys needs to create your own data. Here I'm not used any of the real-time data. Okay, so that's why I'm just recommending you to, it's just a matter of expertising yourself on some methods and some customization and all these things. This is what it is. So for that only you can create your own data frame. Try to create all 5 kinds of plots. Okay. You can create your own data for each of the plot, or you can create own data for all the plot in one. Well, it's up to you. Okay, so you can create your own data and try to plot all these 5 chart in a different attractive way. What are the possibilities of plotting it? Okay, try to come up with a good solution. So we are looking forward on that exercise. Anyhow, day after tomorrow we are going to continuing with the doubt clearing and exercises on the matplotlib. So there also we can discuss it. So before that, I'm just expecting you guys needs to come up with a good chart and good data frames. Then only that session will make success. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow we are going to conduct that pandas doubt clearing session and as well as exercise sessions. So for one thing, I just gotten a one solution by Age Udar. So this is the solution which I got from him. So we have some time. So let's discuss on that solutions. Okay. So this is the solutions which he is provided for one of the question, I guess. So let me copy this code and paste it on some here. I'll just create one notebook. Okay. So now I'll just paste that code here. Okay, it says it's about the student grade. The question is about exercise. I think it is not there in this list. Okay, let it be. So I'll just removing this one. I told there just to create a data frame having a what I can say student's name with grades. So you need to create your own data frame with the grades and all these things. I have already provided this list as well, I guess. So there you need to find out average grade of all the students. Next, students with an highest grade and students with a grade with higher than or equals to 90, right? So let's see how we find the solution. So what I'll do, I'll just get this out from this cell and executing that line of code. This is how the data looks. I wanted to print it. I want to see how it looks. Okay, this is a dictionary. Okay. So now you are converted that dictionary into series. Okay, it's a one column you mean to say, is it? So this values gets converted into as an index and this is a one column. Then dot name. You are not giving any of the name as well. Okay. So Agadhar, can you please explain why you are converted this into a series and doing this one?
So I remember you used for loop and all. I mean, I thought we should be using these series because they are much faster to execute.
This is again, you are bringing a pandas expressing
Yeah,
thing.
pandas and NumPy are faster to execute if there is a larger data instead of using for loop.
So okay,
So that
instead
is-
of I
So
got
that is why, because I think initially we discussed that when you execute any data using these pandas or NumPy, it's 50 times faster instead of using for loop.
that's
So
correct.
if data will be huge, then we have to always use either series if it is a one-dimensional array. If it is multi-dimensional, then you have to use data frame.
Yeah, so yeah, as I'm always saying that, so for one problem we could find a multiple solution within a different one of the other ways, right? So that you also tried in that way. So I appreciate that work. So here you are converted that into a series. So for that series, anyhow, we have a mean method and maximum method, and you can always we have a comparison method as well. So average grade. So how we can find the average for the series? We could always use this mean function and we can execute it. And for the highest function, we have a max. So for the dictionary as well, we can find the max, right? Max dot instead of max function, It's a dictionary. Can always do max dot student1 comma key as is equals to 1 dot get. See, yeah. So in this way also you can print it instead of converting it to series. So some of the problems which might help, some of the problems which you could easily use our data structures as it is. Oh, yeah. So here and then yeah, for this only we are used a for loop, I guess. So for mean as well, I don't think so. We have used, right? I guess dictionary as well. You can directly use for mean dot values. These are the values and dot. Do we have mean? I think we don't have for this one. I can convert this into a list. Mm, mm, mm. Don't have the mean method for the list. I guess we need to,
NumPy arrays will have.
yeah, we need to convert this into a NumPy. NP dot, come on. Okay. NumPy is not imported. So this is converted. Maybe we can convert this text as this is. Okay, this is the array now. So yeah, so in this way we can also print it. So for this one we don't have any other way. If we are going within a dictionary, we need to compare within a for loop only. But instead of doing that, yeah, this is also a good way. Like if you are converted into a series, we can also add the filters for that. So you can use the filter concept of pandas. So here it is. So series is greater than that of 19. So we are just filtering out that series with those values. I think this also providing the same results. Okay, this is the data frame. This is the series actually. Average value is same 88, 88, and students with an highest grade is Eve, that is 95, and more than 90, you can just provide it. So in this way.
Yeah, you can put equal to, I think I forgot to put equal in that. Just greater is the. Yes.
Greater than or equals to.
Yeah,
the same.
equal to also I forgot to put that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah, so then higher than or equals to. Okay. So it's greater than or equals, nothing but. Okay, it's fine, it's good. So do you guys have any other questions? I think you might also try in the different ways. Then only you will becoming a good programmer. Any questions? Yeah, I think if you guys don't have any questions, I'll just close the call for today. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, it's the exercise sessions. Tomorrow, I'm going to bring up that pandas exercises, which I have already shared with you. So we will find a solution for that. And the day after tomorrow is for math, like visualization things. I'm recommended you guys needs to come up with some data and some plot. So we will discuss on those lines. Okay. Will that be fine for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then until that time, take care. Bye bye. Have a great day.